Welcome, my star souls, to the Portal with Oracle. This is your sacred space for a past life quantum healing. I am not here to convince anybody of shit. So, this is not a station for everybody, okay? I am not for everyone, okay? So, but if you vibe with me, hit, subscribe and like. Okay, I'm new to YouTube, but I am not new to doing this. I am an author. I am a everything. The hell, I can't describe myself. I am everything. Okay, and everything is me. But this station, after a long period of hibernation from coming off of other social platforms, this station I was called to, and I was like, all right, I will answer the call. So I'm excited to be back in the frequency. Just listening to me causes alignment. Just listening to me creates, I don't want to say that, cataclysmic events in your frequency. And it's all for alignment. Okay. And if you are aligned, just listening to me unlocks downloads, unlocks upgrades, and so forth because I am a star being. Okay. I am a primordial energy. Welcome. So take advantage of my energy while you can. I will not always have this YouTube station. Go ahead and put that out here now at 144. Like, I am building other things, but I agreed with the divine that I would come and do this for a set amount of time. Offer this quantum healing because there are select souls such as you who are watching at 202 on my timestamp who are able to get into 5D, but you still have tethering anchored lifelines that are unbeknownst to you, that are preventing you from being in a high enough frequency, even if you're doing everything right as your avatar, meditating. And not to say that this is right or wrong, but you've got a lifestyle of light and you are managing your energy and so forth. You've created boundaries with mofos and you're still not able to feel like you're getting a foothold into 5D because those timelines are available now, okay, within the grid. It's because you have past lives that need to be acknowledged, they need to be healed, they need to be alchemized, just like everything else. And you need to be able to parallel the same energies that recycle, those same energy signatures in your current lifeline. So, let's jump into this past life that would like to be healed. But I encourage you to go to the link in the bio to book a session with me. In the session, I go over the lifeline and we parallel it to your current timeline. And we also pull Akashic Records to bring in a present message as well. Okay. But yeah, I represent chosen ones, I represent star seeds, ancient beings, divine beings, and so forth. Only. So Oh yeah. Okay. So my deck, People, Places, and Things, is also available with the link in my bio. I created this deck after 15, 20 years of being a healer, energy mentor, all of those things. Like it's just, the list goes on. I've done it all. This is one of the gifts that I left to the Akashic Records. All right. So we have the place, the people, and the things. You don't have to use a deck like this. You may see me in some videos where I have it all together. That's fine. But I'm using it like this as well in this one for this message. Let's get it popping. So the time frame. Ooh, an African village. Okay. So we're going to put this up here. This is an African village. Oh, yeah, I'll shuffle. Because sometimes I can just pull from the top. But since I'm sure it's more exciting to see things fly out. Like that. Okay. A religious leader and a scribe. So hopefully you are writing. It doesn't matter what you're writing, but writing is important to unpacking and unloading. Ooh, a gatherer is involved. This does not mean it's all you. It just means this is what's relevant right now. Wow. Land animals, grid worker, and the pirate. Okay. Interesting. Um, doesn't have to be like hardy har har pirate. Pirates are also those who just go around taking shit that's not theirs. And mythical creature. So we got mythical creature and land animal out here. Very interesting. I'm gonna put that up there. Now we're gonna get some identifiers on the things. Innocent. ¿Qué más? Oh, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, y'all. I'm almost at 50 subscribers. Yes, I'm a siren. So y'all gonna hear me get loud on here. Wow. This came out sideways, but it kind of, to me, was more on the poison side. We'll see. We'll see, because the galleys were oftentimes in a pirate's life as well. The lifeline unfolds as a movie reel, and I am both here and there. Connection to crystals, which would make sense with the grid working, and the gatherer, going out to gather things. Okay, so you were the gatherer. Yeah, you could say nuts and berries and things. But I really feel like you gathered crystals too in your African village and did healing work with them. See, connection to crystals, gatherer, and grid worker. Little did you know, at 717 on my time stamp, that whenever you walk anywhere, the light that you are anchoring down benefits the crystal grid that's under the mantle, Earth's mantle. That's also relevant to this lifeline. So that is very interesting. I feel like you wrote about, like you wrote down your methodologies. You were trying to leave it for future generations. I also feel like you had a very strong connection when you went out and did your grid work. We have a very peaceful energy. Those of us who work with crystals, because I do that too, and those of us who are grid workers, and that's me too. So hey, you, welcome. But yeah, you probably actually saw mythical creatures while you were out on the land. And that was one of those things you probably kept to yourself. And this was your energy. You were innocent, but let's see why. Now, this religious leader makes me feel like it's, oh, Dharma, that you were a leader in your community. Okay, not to say that crystals were a religion, but who's to say that they weren't? So you were a shaman. I don't have a shaman card, but you were the shaman, the crystal shaman of your village. We have some outsiders come. Wow. Okay. Unresolved karmic relationship. You had some outsiders come, pretending that they needed help. Oh my God, we've got people on the ship who are sick. We've got people who are injured. Can you help us? Now, they wasn't repping their set. They didn't have their pirate colors on. They just looked like men. That's what I see. But they had addictions and vices. Okay, they were gamblers. They were low down mercenaries. And so when they came, and they may have actually needed this help. Don't get me wrong. So your African village was along the coastline. They bumped into y'all not knowing where the hell they were. Okay. But they needed help. I feel like they just got out of a battle with, like, wow, really? I just heard the British. And I don't even say I just heard, but Lord mercy if that's not what I just heard. They were trying to escape the galleys, which is why this came out sideways. Okay. Um, because that's what they were doing, capturing pirates, lining them up because they wasn't following the rhetoric of the day. So these pirates, they had their addictions, they had their vices, but they came to your village needing assistance. And you saw them as innocent as well because you were reflecting and mirroring your own energy. Okay. And they were like, "Oh my God, we need your help." And so guess what you did? You were like, just bring him here. Let me do some healing. And they were like, wait. This is how they looked at you. She is a mythical creature. How does she just heal our brother from this poison, this sickness, this illness? How did she just cure him with crystals? Wow. Somehow, and this is what we're about to fill in now. Yeah, like they were like, wow, 11:22 on the timestamp. She has a whole new way of healing. This created unresolved karma between you and one of these pirates, if not multiple ones. Happiness, yep, that was your energy. And this was their energy. Pirates' life at sea. So this is a confirmation. These pirates lived life at sea. Both of y'all had your own levels of happiness. There's some anger and rage. And a dark lifeline without consent. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. Like, I think they stole you from the village, girl. Yep, they planned it. They planned it. They were like, oh, she gotta come on a ship with us. Oh, that's what this is. Wow. Damn. So this was a lifeline where you started out as a light lifeline, and because of this situation, I'll say the situation first. So they saw the healing that you did with their meaty. They brought one to you. They had never seen it before. They invented up this idea and premeditated, okay, why don't you just come travel with us? And you were like, nah. Nah. I love my life here. I love the land. I love being on land. You know, I'm not afraid of the water, but I'm not a water creature. I love being on the land. I love being a good worker. I love, doing what I'm doing. I love my life. You were in dharmic energy. You were born into this lifeline in dharmic energy, which means the lifeline before that one was dark because you got your dharma early on in this lifeline. But oh, how the tables turned. Because these pirates came, fake the funk, okay? What's mine is mine and what's yours is mine. Created a plan, asked you if you would come. You were like, never. And so, without your permission, they took you. Now, they didn't grab you up and drag you because the African village would have, like, I don't want to say massacred. Oh my God. No. Those bastards. Wow. They destroyed your whole village. They destroyed your entire village. So, after you healed the one mating, they said, well, we have several more on the ship that need healing. So they premeditated that plan to just bring one, show that they were really, you know, we're innocent. We're just looking for some healing and a healer. Happy, spent the night with the village. It was all good. Developed this fake trust. And then, wow, they said, we have more on the ship that need your healing. Can you bring your tools to the ship? So you took your crystals and you were like, yeah. They were like, well, you can just come back right as soon as you're done. And they had already put up this front of happiness and trust. But this was a premeditated plan the whole time. And without consent, here it is right here, looking right at it. Taken captive from your land. So not only did they keep you on the ship, like once you were on the ship, you were theirs. Once you left the land and crossed the ocean in that little boat and got on that ship, you were theirs. You were now a prisoner without consent. And to make matters worse, they massacred everybody. They killed everybody in your village. You had nothing bad to go to, even if you wanted to. And I'm sorry about my demeanor. I'm not apologizing, but like I feel everything. I see everything. It's just trying to explain it to y'all in words while still seeing this. It's crazy. That is fucked up. Because you saw the flames, you saw the fire. Like they massacred everything. They set it all to flames. So in this lifeline, you may have a real, I don't want to say fear, but you have a thing about fire and you have a thing about water. You have a thing about deep water. You probably don't even know how to swim. Um, because, or like, I keep talking about the cruises, but you don't go on no cruises, you don't go on no yachts. And it's from this lifeline. Because once you stepped on the ship, you were theirs. Your life was no longer yours. And I ain't seen you guys go on a cruise. I mean, but essentially that would be the easiest way to try to heal this. Is to go on like a 2 day, a weekend cruise or something like that. And just try to step into your dharmic energy again, knowing that you are protected. Because that would be able to transmute that. And or take swimming lessons. Something that transmutes or alchemizes the whole deep water situation. Whew, Lord of mercy. And fire? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I would say light a lighter, strike a match, but but it wasn't so much the fire is the same as the water. The fire situation is like always being afraid that something's going to catch on fire or like that your house will burn. You may have even had a house fire in this lifeline. So you may have already transmuted that. Okay. Needless to say, this entire situation created anger and rage in the light being. You were furious. Excuse me. Confirmation. You were furious. You like. Can you imagine? That was your village. Your village was a happy place, and because you decided to help that one person, and because you decided to trust that one that that situation, because you were a healer, they burned down everything you knew. So this lifeline, you may also have an issue with trusting others. But that means that the simulation life would have put people around you that, like, I feel like all these pirates were reincarnated, especially the captain. I feel like the captain is an ex of yours, and that created all this unresolved karma. Thank you. It's flowing in now as far as the lessons. Boundaries. You didn't know boundaries. You were just like, let me help you, I'm a healer, let me help you, I'm a healer. But boundaries are necessary. So in this lifeline that you're in now, your avatar has people around you that want you for your healing, but that's it. They want you for your energy, and that's it. Okay. And so boundaries need to be established so that that soul can heal, and saying no, say no more. Because in this lifeline, all that anger and rage turned dharmic lifeline into a dark one. When I say you plucked these mofos off one by one, oh my God, one by one, and nobody understood how people were, because I don't even know how you did it, because you didn't physically do it, okay? You just was like, all right, tomorrow somebody gonna trip and fall and hit the head, boom. And then tomorrow, it was like the scariest, eeriest ship ever. Aw. And then you jumped in the water. What was you going to go back to? How were you going to go back? You didn't know where you were going. You jumped in the water. You drowned yourself. Hence the no swimming this lifeline. Oh my goodness. All right. So we've got to bring the worlds together. You can't live in two different worlds of being a healer and then also being like, I can't trust nobody. You got to bring two worlds into one. And I feel like you've been working on that at 123 on my time. You've been working on that. Set stronger boundaries. You can set up boundaries with everybody around you. Access to you is not something that should just be given. Yep. And setting the boundaries will create balance, because right now you do not have balance. And you need balance to have duality with your masculine and feminine energy to be able to access 5D. You have to be balanced to access 5D. Okay? If you're like this is why you can't. But if you can't identify why you're imbalanced, especially when you're generally a happy person, therein lies the issue. Look at that. Yes. So just by listening to this past life healing quantum session and going in your life, and you may have to rewind it because I'm channeling half the time. Okay, y'all. Here and there, I'm here and there. Do the things that were suggested throughout this video. So watch it again, take notes, and that's usually what has to happen in sessions of mine, because you are releasing karma. You're not incurring anymore. You're actually able to release this entire lifeline, because this was a doozy. And it was, since you jumped in the water, you didn't choose yourself. You chose to just end it and go into the next avatar, which put a flag on your vibration and your DNA, which followed you through timelines. So you have the opportunity now to unflag it, recognize it, alchemize it, heal it, and then go up into your highest timeline. You're welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe and book a full session. I love you. I love you. I love you to the stars, the moon, and back.